empowered group of ministers discussed three specific issues today. Number one, what should be the reserve price? Number two, what should be the spectrum usage charges? And number three, what should be the terms of payment?
I think it may perhaps further muddy the water.
Government and regulators need to adopt a very balanced approach.
A reconstituted panel of ministers on telecom met for the second time this week, and they've recommended a reserve price for the upcoming auction, which is lower than what the regulator had proposed. But will the industry be happy with that? That's the big question we're asking on We Mean Business today. I'm Shweta Rajpal Kohli. Also coming up later on the show is an exclusive interview with S.Y. Siddiqui, the COO, Administration and HR with Maruti Suzuki, to talk all about that terrible incident of violence in Manesar. We also spoke with Shri Pandit Shiv Charulal Sharma, the Haryana Labour Minister, about that Manesar mayhem. Those two interviews coming up later on the show. But let me quickly introduce our special telecom guest today to discuss what really happened in that ministers panel. We've got Rishi Sahai, Director of Cogence Advisors, joining us on a link with me here in the Delhi studio. Mohammad Chowdhury, leader-telecom of PWC India. Kunal Bajaj, a well-known telecom expert, and our in-house telecom expert as well, Arijit Banerjee. Thank you all for joining us. Let me quickly start by asking Arijit, the basic agreements today in that empowered group of ministers. What really happened, Arijit? What have the ministers proposed?
Shweta, unlike the past empowered group of ministers, no official comments coming this time, only just a sort of an outline from the minister saying that three crucial issues have been discussed, and specific recommendations will be given to the cabinet. Cabinet, of course, in all these issues will be the final deciding authority. So what are the three crucial issues for which recommendations will now go to the cabinet? The first, of course, is the reserve price for spectrum. Right. Though there is no official word, Shweta, what we are hearing from our sources is that they are looking at a band of 14,000 to 16,000 crore rupees. As against 18,000, which the regulator had recommended. Definitely, and 21,000, which the Telecom Commission, in fact, had recommended. So it is a 14,000 to 16,000, though we do not know what the price is, whether it is 14 and 16 or whether it is actually between 14,000 and 16,000 crores. That is the sort of figure we have got from our sources. This, of course, is for 5 megahertz of spectrum in the 1800 megahertz band. So this will be the cost of buying that 5 megahertz across the country. You of course, or a bidder will have the option of going circle by circle in 22 telecom circles, but this if he wants to be a pan-India operator. Then the other is the spectrum usage charge. On that we hear they are talking about a figure of 3 to 8% spectrum usage charge depending on what the reserve price remains. And thirdly, explain to our viewers very quickly what that spectrum usage charge really is. Spectrum usage charge, Shweta, is a percentage of the revenue which an operator has to pay to the government for using that spectrum. This is an annual fee. Existing operators. Existing as well as the new operators will have to pay. And this, of course, is paid annually, and this is over the license period. Which the operator has, which in this case will be about 20 years. Again, something which was opposed greatly by the telecom majors, all of them going to the corridors of power and saying the spectrum usage charge should not be levied and the reserve price needs to be brought down. True. TRA had actually initially recommended a 1% spectrum usage charge because it felt that since everybody was buying spectrum through an auction process, the spectrum usage charge should be low. But then, of course, the parity with 3G players arose because 3G players are already paying 3%. So DOT wanted them to pay 3%, but now it seems they're looking at even hiking that up to 8%. And finally, of course, the issue of deferred payment. That is also something which has been allowed. This, I'll just give you a sort of a breakup of what the deferred payment is. What we learned from our sources is it is more or less on what TRA had recommended, though of course the exact dynamics is not there. But what TRA had recommended was to pay a certain percentage of the fee upfront, a 2-year moratorium, then over a 10-year period pay the rest of the amount, of course with interest, whatever is the particular interest. So it seems that that has been agreed upon.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app, fully optimized for retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.